So I want to share an honest thought with you guys. As I look around Europe right now, okay, it's amazing how much life has gone back to normal. People are in cafes, I'm out here having a glass of wine, the kids are starting school again in about 2 weeks. And then I look at America, which is the country I identify with. I'm the CEO of an American company. We serve an American audience. And America is in shambles. There was a headline in a German newspaper this past week, and it said, I'm paraphrasing, but it basically said this: throughout history, America has always created across the world a range of different emotions, from envy to love, from aspiration to anger. But for the first time, a new emotion has emerged towards America, and that is pity. This is the America that Donald Trump has given us. Today, when I look at what's going on in Europe and I look at what's going on in America, Trump, as a leader, has taken the country I love backwards in so many ways. And so I ask myself, I'm the CEO of an American personal growth company. We have 12 million students. On our mailing list alone, we have 1 million Americans. Do I have the right to be political? And I realized that this isn't about politics. The MIT professor Otto Scharmer said it this way. He said, this isn't politics anymore. Trump isn't left or right. Trump represents closeness versus openness. And the America I know and love is about open hearts. It's about the Statue of Liberty. It's about give me your poor and your weary. And it's about immigrants. It's not about the stuff and the fear that Trump stands for. It's the country that saved Europe from World War II, along, of course, with the Soviets. And today that country can get COVID testing right. Trump got on the news recently and criticized Jacinda Ardern. He spoke about a surge of COVID cases in New Zealand, and being Trump, nothing he says is really true. He says, look, they are failing. Well, if you actually do the math, New Zealand had 9 cases, then 13 cases, and that's after over 100 days of 0 cases. That same day, America had 50,000 new cases. I know what you're thinking. America is a bigger population. If you do the math, population, taking that into account, America had 42 times the COVID cases of New Zealand. That is the difference between Trump leadership and the leadership of Ardern, the Premier of New Zealand. What we're seeing right now is that you have an incompetent clown running America. Trump wouldn't pass a job interview to do the most basic job at Mind Valley, but some people believe he can run a country. And I believe that if people like me stay silent, we're complicit. And I'm saying this to every single personal growth teacher out there with an audience. Stop staying on the sidelines. Personal growth is about standing up for higher ideals. It's about pushing humanity forward. This isn't politics anymore. This is getting an incompetent man out of power so that people who can actually do the job can bring the America we know and love back again. Now, to me, that's Biden and Kamala Harris. And I've decided today that I'm going to do everything I can to get off the damn sidelines, and Mind Valley is not going to stay silent. So I understand that some of you may decide that, oh, this is political. Well, no, you're viewing it from a political sense. This is about ethics. It's about principles. It's about value. It's about fighting for a better world and pushing in the garbage bin racism, nationalism, incompetence, con men like Donald Trump, and the people who enabled him. So, Mind Valley will not stay silent. We're going to do everything we can right now to support the Biden-Kamala Harris campaign. We are super excited about helping influence people to vote for intelligence, to vote for the people who actually have a vision for America, the people who are looking at improving the planet, the people with a green agenda, because we believe this is what the world needs. So I hope you're with me. Now, many of you are thinking, can I do this? Will I lose followers? No, you won't. You see, there's a famous study done that said this: if you show your preference for a political candidate, right? Roughly 8.5% of your followers who disagree with you will leave you and buy less. 8.5% who agree with you will buy more. They'll be more fond of you. Now think about it. If you are Jim Quick or Jay Shetty or Tom Bilyeu or Gary Vaynerchuk or Marie Forleo, most of your followers think like you. If you are left or right, they're going to think like you. If you stand up the majority of your people, because they think like you, let's say 90% think like you, you're going to see a surge in their connection to you. That 10%, you may see 8.5% of them buy less, but if you are smart at that, you'll see that this is actually good for business. 75% of Americans in a recent poll said they want CEOs and companies to stand up. So start standing up, guys. We have roughly 85 days left for this election. We have to put Trumpism into the garbage bin of human history. So, if you're with me, go ahead and leave a comment. Now, very often, people look at the comments when I post a message warning on the dangers of Trump. You look at the comments and it looks like it's all hate. But if you look at the likes, it's so many likes. The people who agree tend to just hit like. The people who are pro-Trumpers tend to write these long-winded comments with conspiracy theories and stuff. Write a comment. Don't just hit like. Write a comment. And step into this space where you are empathizing with the people who have been conned to vote for Trump. They are not brainwashed, they are not stupid, they are not in any way different, but they have been conned. And we have to bring facts, data, science, philosophy, human development models into the equation. But if we don't speak up, who will? Fox News? We have to speak up. And so I hope that with me, like me, you are not going to sit in the sidelines. And with this election coming up, you're going to share your voice and ensure that Americans make the right vote so this country that we all love can get back on its feet again. Let's end the era of Donald Trump.